So the last time you were here, we interviewed you and we were very confident and you were bang on in terms of what the result of the assembly elections were. This time around, if you look at the first two phases across the country, there's been a dip in voting percentage. Does that bother you? Does that bother the BJP here?
No, not at all. I think that there are myriad reasons for that. Both days, and I don't want to get into dissecting and bisecting, but there are multiple reasons. Both days Sarak laga tha. There was a day. Both days were days of multiple very good days for marriage, and therefore there were a huge number of weddings across the country on that day. But I don't want to get into the reasons why, because I think statisticians and data analysts will be better at doing that. But I can guarantee you that across the board, and certainly Madhya Pradesh, both first phase and second phase, and all across the 29 seats of Madhya Pradesh, the BJP's flag is going to fly very, very high on the 4th of June.
A lot of talk of the manifesto of your erstwhile party. Have you read it? Have you read the Congress manifesto, sir?
No, I don't think I want to waste my time reading the manifesto.
You haven't read it?
No, I don't. I haven't read it, and I don't want to waste my time doing that, because I belong to a party which is very positive in its thinking. It's a party that's under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, building India into a world power over the next 5 to 10 years. And I think life, God has given you life and very few moments, and I think you need to concentrate those moments in building positivity. And I think this positive trend that has started over the last 10 years under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the way that India is progressing, every single citizen feels part of his huge movement to propel India onto the world stage. It's not a movement of one leader alone, but he, in his tremendous capability, is moving 140 crore people with him. And I would rather spend my time on positivity with respect to that movement rather than on negativity of a hollow manifesto which represents nothing for the new modern India and the India that will be a world power in the days to come.
But you speak of a positive campaign, but the Prime Minister today stands accused of using the word Mangal Sutra, many say making a borderline communal speech.
I don't think I don't think so at all. It is the case, because the Congress manifesto talks about going like an X-ray and examining exactly what you have in your cupboards and then redistributing that. And therefore, if you look at rural India, Preeti, rural India does not save and invest its money in equity schemes and fixed deposits. Women in rural India invest their money in silver and gold. And if you're going to take away the silver and gold ornaments that households have earned through completely kosher means, and take away their creation of wealth and redistribute it, I think it needs to be completely damned in the context of what it is presenting to India. India is today moving forward. The Congress is taking India 1,000 years back.
So the Congress has gone out on a limb to say this is spreading falsehood. You had Priyanka Gandhi who says this is absurd. Have we ever taken away your gold Mangal Sutra?
But that's what they're talking about. If they're talking about redistribution, then that's what they're talking about.
But you guys spoke of it in 2014 as well.
No, we did not.
Under Mr. Jansen.
No. We talked about growing India's pie. And in that growth of India's pie, making sure that those who are economically marginalized get a greater share of that pie. And the Prime Minister has done that through his schemes by empowering every single Indian, whether it's Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, whether it is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, whether it is the Ayushman Card Yojana, whether it is the 80 crore ration scheme. It is the empowerment of India. Why? So that every Indian can contribute to the idea of nation building in the days to come. That is the magnetic idea that has caught the imagination of the people of India.
My final question. Can I ask you one final question? One final question, sir. Which is that you're fighting a Lok Sabha.
Unfortunately, your questions are very short and my answers are very long. I'm losing my voice.
No, just one question. The fact that you're fighting the Lok Sabha election now, is it somewhere down the line moving out of state politics in Madhya Pradesh? Or you're very much part?
No. Again, I want to tell you. For me, it's not state, center, X, Y, Z. It is about making a difference. It is about bringing about a change. And whatever vehicle the party decides that I need to adopt to be able to pursue my goal, that is the vehicle that I'm going to be in. Today they've asked me to contest a Lok Sabha election, which I really wanted to. And so therefore, that is the process. That doesn't mean that I will not bring about development in my state. 22 years I have been a public servant. I have contributed not only to my constituency, I've contributed to Gwalior, I've contributed to Morena, I've contributed to Bhind, I've contributed to Malwa, I've contributed to Rewa, I've contributed to Bhopal, I've contributed across the state. My pursuit in life is to make sure that I bend every sinew in my body to be able to contribute to the development through whatever way I can.
Good luck, sir, and we hope for your party's sake and your sake, you're right again. You were right in assembly elections. Good luck.
Thanks so much.
Have a good
Always
election.
a pleasure. Thank
Have
you.
a good election. Thank you, sir.